Mother Nature does not care about you, yours, or us. I am Mother Nature, God's accountant on earth. I don't care about you human beings, if you don't care about me. Never in the history of my planet has the relation of carbon dioxide, temperature, and most importantly, biomass been so out of whack. Your CO2 sinning is destroying the latter, metastasizing a vicious cycle. You have passed the tipping point. Previously, I had millions of years to evolve a biomass that complemented the slowly rising carbon dioxide and temperature. In just over 100 years, you have released into the atmosphere what took me millions of years to sequester. You insanely think you can outthink me. I made you. Let me show you how wrong you are. I have both slow and quick ways of killing you, more problems with fewer problem solvers, and the global dying lottery. You cannot kill me. You can tame parts of me for only a short while. More problems will come from old-fashioned and new diseases potentiated by your CO2 sinning. The diseases from your polluting soil and water with toxics are causing more and more diseases that are draining more and more of your wealth. The carbon dioxide is increasing old plant and animal problems, for instance, poison ivy and bed bugs. Wait till new pandemic diseases outstrip the medical community, which is being reduced by your necronomic monetarism that is sucking money out of every public agency. These old-fashioned diseases are nothing compared to the problems from your carbon dioxide sinning. You have changed the basic cosmic harmony in my nature, which is opening windows of opportunity for recessive, opportunistic diseases. You have trashed my Garden of Eden, so I am trashing you with more and newer diseases that are trashing your future. Your CO2 sending is destroying my food chain on which your lives depend, but you're causing droughts and deluges, rot and mildew. You think you can be CO2 senders without paying the cost? You ignore how my laws are causing the alpha trifecta, an increase in Alzheimer's, autism, and ADHD. Matching the global dying of your CO2 sending is my global dumbing of more human beings each year. Who is going to take care of you when you are dumber than the monkeys from which you evolved? There is a free market. There is an invisible hand. It's me. Before you are dumber than a dumb bear, most of you will die violent deaths from the existential meltdown and collapse of the food chain. You Respubers who think you can buy your way out of the hell on earth that you are metastasizing, you ignore how your bodyguards are the most likely originators of your kidnapping, as they see you thrive while their families and friends die. I don't care about your injustices to each other. I care about your injustices towards me and mine. I don't care if your children are starving, if you have more kids than either you or I can afford. Remember, if I cannot afford more humans, then you cannot afford them. You delude yourself with funny numbers on funny paper. I will prove it when you start eating your children, if someone else does not beat you to your baby back ribs. I don't care. Until you realize that I set the rules and you start following them, I am going to increase the screws on you. Like the song says, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. Sooner than you can imagine, you will have so many disasters that there will be no first responders who is not responding to their own destroyed life. Look upon Haiti as a harbinger of humanity's future. It is less able to handle each new disaster. Wow. Outside, careless carols enable Haitians to be proliteratives, that is, more and more babies in an overcrowded world. Look at Gaza, where the worthless United Nations has enabled multi-generational unemployed parents to metastasize family with dozens of mouths to feed. In some cases, one can find families of hundreds in which no one has had a job since after 1948. I don't care about agencies or people who have mouths to feed that I cannot afford. If you think you can afford them when I cannot, wait, I'll show you. You're winning the battles, but losing the war. Are you king canuts? Well, wet your pants as the rising tides of despair, destitution, and demise overwhelm your illogical, evoluted fundamentalism. The right to parenthood is not a right defined by your religion, your laws, the United Nations, or your leg spreading. The right is defined by your number one mother of all that is right and wrong. That is, in an overpopulated world, it is wrong to spread your legs. For calling this wrong or right, you will suffer what is wrong. The elephant in the room behind all your other social, economic, political, environmental, and food problems is your hidden weapon of mass destruction, your genitalia. I am Mother Nature, God's accountant on earth. I don't believe in an eye for an eye or a tooth for a tooth. The truth is becoming evident. I believe in 10 eyes for an eye, 10 tooths for a tooth. I don't care if you survive a disease. I care that you are trying to help others survive in an overpopulated world in which careless carols like you are killing me and mine. As you can tell an alcoholic by the inflamed red proboscis, so can one list the persons who levered their knowledge into the greater overpopulation. Recipients of the Nobel Prizes, Green Revolution, and microloans. Worse than giving the nursery keys to a pedophile was the 2010 Nobel Prize in Medicine to the person who pioneered artificial births. Millions of more CO2 centers. How about a retro Nobel Peace Prize for Adolf Hitler? Mother Nature does not care about your revealed truths. She laughs. Self-liars cannot outrun their lies. Ignorance is bliss till the ignored problems blitz you. Mother Nature does not care for your love, for your loved one. If your love is unloving of Mother Nature. Selfish love that is not at one with Mother Nature is a disastrous love. Starvation dementia will redefine baby back ribs. Just who do you think you are? I'll show you what you are. Each day you use air conditioning is a week you will live without refrigeration long after the last AC is turned off. Can't live without your pets. If you won't eat them, someone will. As the food chain disappears. SUVs, no death row pardons. Can't live without. One hears it all the time. Can't live without my pets. Can't live without my air conditioner. Can't live without my SUV. What does Mother Nature say? How bad am I? I'm the bitch of existence, eternal before and after you. Your greatest scientific achievement, closest to my heartbeat, is your nuclear technology. Consider how on June 28, 2011, your original and continual multi-billion-dollar weapons research center, Los Alamos, was evacuated as a result of my anger at your upsetting my metabolism. Consider how on June 2011, the same day, a peaceful use of nuclear technology in Nebraska was being flooded by the flip side of the organic CO2 thesis. And of course, there's Fukushima in Japan. That earthquake ultimately came from CO2 sinning. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. In this pissing contest that humanity initiated, you are a pissant, and I, Mother Nature, am the Mississippi River. Mother Nature does not care about legal rights, only logical rights. Too often, legal rights have been illogical laws passed by corrupt, habitual politicians for gain by self, friends, or donors. A right occurs or exists only when one creates time. A legal or moral right does not exist in reality if it illogically cancerizes time. Rights or revolution? No. Create or cancerize. What is the most obvious flag signaling a law or right is illogical? Someone defending it by saying, "And it's legal!" With the acceleration of global dying, humanity can no longer afford revolution to repeal illogical legal laws that overprivilege a few while underprivileging the many. Destruction of the social and political structures will eliminate the means to organize the Man-Heaven Commission to save life on Earth. To fulfill the primary moral imperative, we must use peaceful means to retime human activity. Government is a time manager of the governed. Mother Nature is logical. If life on Earth is to be saved, her most logical encompassing law is the primary moral imperative, that is, saving life on Earth. As such, the PMI trumps all human laws. Otherwise, without repealing these illogical legal laws, we will suffer from necronomics, the laws of the dead and dying.